Mastery. All right, Kylo coming in. There's some damage, not to mention the Neiman. I think we're going to seize the day here. Okay, Tactical Mastery, same thing. Fair enough. All right, so he'll get to take 2 actions. So power action's 1, so he'll bring in Callus. He gets a reroll, which he probably won't take with that. Gets the conscript to come in.
Well, no, I brought we're out of executive.
Wait, we're not out yet, though, until Jen gets us
All right,
live.
does 6.
Okay.
So that'll be 5 net.
Well, should we go check out there before we...
It's an 8 with 3 health remaining.
So that at least we fix it now, so that it's not...
He's not quite dead yet, but that Callus can turn into a 2.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can get it fixed. I mean, it is the right thing to do.
There we go. All right, time to strike back here for Nathaniel.
Maybe you can't be locked down, man.
Probably reroll first and try to
My understanding was they
make
didn't
sure
have a
that he
very
doesn't get
good
modifiers.
Wi-Fi connection in here, and that had something to do.
Right, Luke's
They
protection
did make
down.
they improved it in this room?
Discard to
'Cause
reroll.
I couldn't ever get
Could
on.
just take him out right here. Nope. Not quite yet. Off to power action. I think Nathaniel's probably going to scrape by. All right, there's 4. Takes 2 on the shield and then 2 net.
Really?
The county wants to become a provider.
There's the power action. I'll flip to
Whose
the
network
2.
are you going to use?
We're gonna use our towers,
We have our own.
home towers, and we're gonna look to expand internet throughout the whole county. It works. We're trying it.
All right, Nathaniel's calling it.
I mean, the last bill I got. from
So I mean, he's not dead yet, but okay, maybe he's not. All right, so yeah, they're gonna play it out. So it takes a shield, puts 1 through.
We're actually
We need to do it when
wiring
the
the
power goes
facility?
out.
We are actually, we, the county, are wiring?
Yep, that is correct. Goes back to
Oh,
Nathaniel.
wireless.
It's wireless and it's all.
How far can we beam?
Now this is still very likely a Daniel win, but
4 miles.
Depends on the typography, of course.
Right. Plus the bouncing off one another, you get more.
Well, I just think about all the people who have no reception still in this county, so are you
got
trying to...
1 health
address that?
remaining.
Like people out even in
Special
Bethel
into
and,
probably the special for 2.
Yeah, it's house.
Yeah, he probably should have. He
Because we
definitely
can't
not
get
probably.
any
He definitely
utility
should
to
have
do
done
it,
that
so we feel
before
we need
the
to
riot
do
shield
it.
because it would have been 1 extra. If he of course blocked, which he probably wouldn't have. So fair enough.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, discard to reroll. Can he get it?
The county for service?
Yeah,
Yeah, we contract with the county, just like you.
So I would buy internet from the LDC rather than from
Yeah.
Time Warner.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Is there precedent for this?
There's one other.
Is it working?
I pay
Yes.
triple.
Okay, it's working.
Okay.
That's
There are
working.
cities that have.
No, I know cities. Well, I guess, yeah,
Now you
okay.
gotta make a motion to come out.
I'll make a motion to come out of executive session.
All in favor?
We did that in private.
Oh, okay.
Aye.
Okay, we're out of
So the
executive.
only other business we have is, I wanna make sure that everybody's aware now, our email's going, we put out an RFP for orders, and the decision was made, and it's, RBT. It's gonna be our new certified public accountant for our audits.
Okay.
Do you have to make a motion or anything to accept or
No,
No.
it's just an
Okay,
information.
good.
You need me to sign this, or Howard's actually? The major council.
On the new business, can we talk about some new business?
Yeah.
I spoke to Jen the other day, and I know I mentioned it to this group a couple of times, and she told me that when we review our policies, and I want to know if it's going to be correct, if she's correct or not, that the second mortgage tax on a property that's sold, that it's an IDA project, will pay the mortgage tax second time around. Even if it's a refi, not a refi, if they're gonna refi the same company, you know, the same owner, same company, same maybe that's one thing. But if somebody's buying that company for profit, they should be paying a mortgage tax. That's number 1. And number 2 is I brought up about maybe doing some kind of a program for builders, for commercial building, apartments, that maybe do maybe a 5-year program in Sullivan County that, you know, we're looking for developers to come here to build housing rental, commercial rentals. So people, when they move up here, relocate, we have places for these people to live. Right now, there's not real nice apartments. And I think there's a market for, I'm in the apartment business, so there's people out there looking for apartments all the time. I mean,
It's true.
and they're paying good money, $1,500 and up for apartments.
Right, but and we should review that.
Right.
But the purpose of an IDA is for job creation.
Which
And that's the
creates
reason
jobs.
which we have in the past done it. Just so this is a mystery.
Carpenters, masons, excavators, I mean,
Construction job, I mean temporary jobs.
Right, but this is the, in other words, the reason that, and Ken brought up earlier with the clawback and the rest of that, is it's really job creation and meeting ongoing job, sustainability. And so that's the purpose of that, of an IDA, and that's to bring, not only development into the area, but to bring jobs and job creation that's sustainable. So that's just something we have to think about. I'm not saying that, you know, I don't disagree with you, but it really is against the fundamental thought process of why IDAs exist. So.
but I don't mean give them benefits, I mean, do this for like, we're out there advertising, do a 5-year, say, listen, this is only gonna happen for 5 years, and it's gonna be a 3-year program, meaning that you build it, you fill it, and then you're gonna start paying your taxes at that, because there's a lot of downtime in developing, filling them up, and getting it up and going.
Well, I guess we have to understand the
Speaking from
legalities of
experience,
that,
I can
yeah.
just tell you some of the cons of that, just quickly, and then before we dismiss. Number one is, typically the beneficiary of something like that is the developer. It's not the apartment dweller. These guys are gonna build if the market allows it. So in New York City, when they would build a high-rise, they'd give an abatement. And they'd say, okay, it's, you know, your maintenance is gonna be $1,800 a month instead of $2,800 a month, because we're gonna give an abatement to the building. The whole point was that the goal of that was to make it more affordable, so more people could buy in Manhattan.
We're talking about co-ops,
No, these
housing.
are condos.
Condos.
Condos are, but most of them are rental in the city anyway. But then what ended up happening is that the plan completely backfired, and they just raised the price of the apartment by $800 grand, and the developer won. So the
But that's selling though, right? You're talking about selling?
The
You're talking about rental.
But somebody has to own what they rent. They're not always gonna rent these. So
Right.
towns can already do what you're talking about on their own. They can already. Jonah has tax abatements on his built properties that are negotiated by the town. It's just not taxes that are stopping these guys from building these things. It's market rents that are stopping them from building it. It's lack of infrastructure, available water, sewer capacity, costs of construction. It's just not, it's not the.
But
it's not the
we
taxes.
have been approached by multiple developers, and we've tried to explain that it's not a program that's typically fundamental to our mission. But if you want to explore it once again, then let's do it at another meeting that, you know, because we need a better understanding of how we can fit it into the thought process that we operate under, right?
Right.
Whether we decide to do it or not.
Right. Just, yeah, I just. was
Right.
gonna make
We'll
couple
get a
of
better
comments.
idea, now that the new legislature will be in place, it's time to review our UTAP again. So you bring in all the taxing jurisdictions to see if they want to be included in it, because there were some, obviously we know from some of the press, that there were some municipalities that weren't happy, and they may want to ask for us not to do an IDA project in their municipality. So when we, you know, that wasn't the case last time. In fact, if anything, and I was at all the meetings, they wanted more benefits because they wanted to attract business to their areas. But it's that time again that we have to review and see what their input is.
Okay.
Okay, what else? You sure? You happy?
Not yet. Maybe
Yeah,
happy next month.
Open
though.
up public comment one last time.
The one thing I think you have to do on your UTAP is reevaluate what you're doing to the schools. I think the developer should be paying more money to the schools and not less, because that shifts the burden to everybody else in the school district, and that is our highest bill on our tax bill. And that's gotta change. We want quality education, schools are cutting back on so much, and education is taking a hit, and we keep cutting into that on these deals, and they should be paying. They want educated people in the workforce, pay for the education.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. The resolution.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, to you
We
too.
asked each other.
Dan, I disconnected the mic.
Ira? Tough today.